Hi folks, it's now 7:40 on the 17th of September 2020, as you can see on the bottom right of your picture. And there you go, you got the time and the date there. So anyhow, yes, okay. Yeah, it's not been a bad day today. Went to the gym, training. Oh, jeez. I tell you, knackering. Absolutely and totally blinking knackering. In the third hour, after about a quarter of an hour, I was just going, I've got another 45 minutes to go. Am I going to do anything in that time at all? But I did. I got to I left it about 5 minutes before the end of the hour, so not bad at all. But it's funny though, because not before I did a video saying that if I have recovered from the other day, I hadn't. Went in today, had not recovered in any way, shape, or form. So I'll tell you what, this is going to make Saturday incredibly interesting because I've got another 2 hours downstairs and an hour upstairs booked on Saturday. So it's just one day to recover. Oof. Well, after doing 1 hour downstairs, 1 hour upstairs, after one day to recover, I hadn't recovered enough for today. So today I did 2 hours downstairs, 1 hour upstairs. I've got one day to recover for Saturday. So it was good though. Weird. To say the least, quite weird. When I was on less today. I started off doing a warm-up on the cable crossover for the inside of the chest, the upper part of the chest. The other day I did 69 kilograms on each arm. Today couldn't get near it. No. After warm-up, tried 68. Yeah, right. That's all I could tell you. Yeah, right. That was never going to happen today. I tried. I then tried 59. Nope, that wasn't going to work. But right, go down to 49. 49 was manageable. So I thought, right, let's just increase the reps. Let's just increase the frequency, the amount of sets I do, the amount of reps I do. And so that was good. Yeah. Did that, pushed that a bit. Got the technique better with that. But of course, the lower the weight, the better, the more you can focus on technique. When it's really heavy, you're just focusing on getting that weight up. Technique, yeah, right. Just get it up there. There you go. And sometimes it is like that. Even like when you are doing lighter, the last couple of reps are really a struggle. So yeah, first hour I just basically did that. Then I did a couple of flies. I've explained what flies are. Basically, arms wide, weights in hand, pull inwards, but arms still extended a bit. That's flies. Did that again. Does the same area because the bench was slightly raised. So again, focusing on the upper chest area, but on that bit right in the middle. So it's like right in, yeah, where your sternum is basically. Did 2 sets of that, and then the hour was basically up. No, I think I did 3 sets of that, then the hour was up. So it's like, okay, went out for a quarter of an hour, come back in. When I come back in, I focused still on, initially, upper. It was now on the bench with the Smith machine. So I do a few reps, a few sets with that. And then go flat bench. So with a flat bench, I did warm up, then a slightly heavier one, then went for 80 kilograms more. 2 lots of 20 on either side, plus the weight of the bar, which is not very much really. Not on a Smith machine, weighs about 11 kilograms. It's about 90, 91, 90, about that. And the first rep was like, ooh, heavy. The second rep was like, oh dear. Third rep was even more, oh dear. And then I sort of locked it out then. And then went away a bit annoyed with myself. So I thought, that was, come on. I should be able to do at least 4, and the first 3 shouldn't be that much of a struggle. So I was a bit annoyed. Took a rest for about 3 minutes, came back to it. Did 4 reps. First 3, much better. Lowering it down to its furthest point and up nice and smoothly. Fourth one, not so easy, not so nicely done, but done all the same. Did another 3 sets of that weight, then took 120 off, put 10s on, and then did 10 reps of that, did 3 sets of that, and then 10s come off and just did basically a couple of sets of a cool down with just 20 on either side. And then went over to the cable crossover and did some crossover work on the middle part of the chest. And then did some legs as well. Because it's like, well, I've got so much time, and I've already killed the chest really in the first hour. Well, pretty much. So I'm moving from the top part of the chest to the middle part of the chest, which of course would have had some work to do in the first hour. So that's going to be pretty knackered already. So I've got to throw something else in. But right, do some legs. So that was good. Do some legs. That was nice and hard at the end. Made that hard. So to be pushing a bit on there, so that was good. Finished the hour, went out upstairs. By the time I went upstairs for that second one, I took a bit of protein shake with me this time. Because obviously you're doing that much, you probably should have a hit of protein. Your body's going to need it. So, right, do that. Have a bit of that first. Protein shake, I would advise people, unless you like the taste of nutmeg, something like nutmeg, it's a walnut, nutmeggy sort of taste, don't get hemp protein. Hemp protein looks like a great idea. Lots of protein, and apparently the way it's done, it's quite useful in that sense. But the taste is weird. I mixed it with some strawberry protein drink powder, and you can't taste any strawberry at all. All you can taste is the hemp. It's incredibly overpowering. I say it tastes sort of nutty, which is weird. I mean, what you're expecting is strawberry, and you get this nutty sort of. Okay, I wasn't looking for that. So that's all fun and games. So upstairs, did a bit. I tried out these new tools that I got for the training. Not impressed, really. Maybe I need to practice with them more. But I used them with the lateral pull down and with the other one, the pull to you. Tried to use them both, and found that I struggled more with them than I did without them. It was slightly easier on the hands, but I couldn't do as many reps. So it's like, right, okay. So what I just did, I did a load with them, and I did a load without them. So because it's quite possible using them does a slightly different area. So, Oh, sorry, news. I'm just looking at a Twitter page. It's come up, politics, 5 hours ago. Former model Amy Doris alleges Donald Trump sexually assaulted her in 1997. Right, okay. Any surprise there, really? This is a man who was boasting on the tour bus that he wanted to grab women by their pussycats. So come on. Any surprise, really, that this man would do such a thing as assault a woman? No, not at all. But his voters knew all about him before they voted him, and this is the evangelical wing of the American church, and they still voted for him, knowing he was a very nasty piece of work, basically. So there you go. Yeah, it's a training. That was about it. I did a bit of leg push as well. Again, just to try and fill out time. Try and do a bit more with legs as well, because I've got to start doing more with legs. Well, because I've decided now, sod it. What I'm going to do, because it's, well, for example, I'm sitting there listening to music. While I'm listening to the music, I can see some of the songs would be brilliant for choreography for a wedding dance. Absolutely fantastic. But for that choreography, now I'm not a choreographer in any way, shape, or form. Not at all. But for the choreography that I'd like to be able to do at a wedding dance, if I get married, I would need to be lifting the bride. So I need to work on shoulders, I need to work on forearms, I need to work on upper back and lower back and legs. So I didn't have an aim. I did have an aim, but then I lost the aim when I found out that the person I thought was supposed to be for me isn't. So it's like, sorry, you know. Because in the end, if I end up being single and staying single, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I'm going to the gym, I'm working on my body to make it able to function better. So that's good. Yeah. It's a good thing. I mean, if I continue with that, find different ways of doing things with them, that's good. Aye. Well, because I was listening to one of the ladies in there who does training herself. She was talking to an old army fellow there who was training. I think he's probably 70s, I would guess. And she was saying, well, you're slowing down now. You've come to that age where you're slowing down. And I'm thinking, don't say that. That's the worst thing you can say. As soon as someone starts thinking they're slowing down, they're basically waiting for death. That's what you're doing when you're slowing down. You're just waiting for death. Don't talk about slowing down. You're not slowing down. You're adapting. Your ability changes as to what you can do. Now, you get wiser as you get older. So in that area, you get stronger. In other areas, you get weaker. That's fine. Because generally speaking, young people are quite strong physically, as weak as you could be, wisdom-wise. So you get stronger in one area, but weaker in another. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Get strong in all the areas you can while you can. And then keep on doing as much as you can while you can. So if you get to 70 and you're still, doing your best, you're still, even if you're doing 70% of what, if I'm doing at 70% of what I can do at 50, that ain't bad. That won't be bad at all. That'd be okay. That in 20 years' time, I'm doing 70% of what I'm doing now. I increase the reps and lower the weight a bit. That's cool. I don't mind that at all. If it gives me the ability to function, to walk dogs, and to do the things I need to do, to bend over to pick something up from the floor, pick something up heavy if I need to, take tennis racket and whack the ball for the dogs. If I'm still getting some distance on the ball because I've got decent shoulders, fantastic. There you go. And if I've got any form of ministry work, then if I can get fitter and stronger, that means I should be more able to do what I need to do work-wise, ministry-wise. You don't necessarily need to be physically strong to do it. You need to be physically fit to do it. So as I say, at the moment, I work on strength because guarantee you one thing. If I work on fitness now, and I say in 10 years' time I start working on strength, I'll be 61 then. That's not really the ideal time to start working on strength training somehow. So I'm 10 years younger, so I should be 10 years more able now. So now's the time to work on strength. This is where wisdom comes in, you see. Young people have it round the wrong way. They think, right, I need to work on cardio. Once I've got the cardio, I can then start working on strength. No, work on strength now. You're probably potentially stronger than you've ever been before. As in, your potential at growth is far better now than it will be in 10 years' time. So deal with that now while you can. Yeah, then a lady, the same one who was talking to a 70-year-old chap, I said goodbye to her, went over to say goodbye as I was going, because I talk to her sometimes. And she was saying, do you do squats? I went, no. She said, well, why is that then? I said, well, because of my knees. I said, because I damaged the cartilage on both knees. When I was younger, I said, I don't push it with the knees. I said, so certainly squatting, you've got to have strong knees to do that. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I said, I do leg raise, leg press, that sort of stuff. I said, I walk the dogs 2 or 3 times a day. I said, well, that really is leg work. She said, well, is back your favourite part then? Because I see you doing back a lot. I said, well, because you see me up here. I said, you don't see me downstairs. I said, I do chest downstairs. But while I'm doing chest, I'm also doing back because it's, again, something which a lot of people training don't understand. If you're doing chest, you're laying down and you're doing bench press or whatever, your back muscles become the stabilizing muscles. Some of them do. And so while you're doing that, if you come down nice and slowly, your stabilizing muscles all come into play. So therefore, if you're doing a lot of chest, like I did 2 hours of chest beforehand, my back muscles, certainly upper back, upper shoulders, rear shoulders, were shattered before I even started doing upper back and shoulders. So I didn't need to do anywhere near as much of that. Again, on that, I was nowhere near the level I was the other day when I was doing that. Nowhere near the level because, I'm not recovered enough. Plus, I just whacked it 2 hours compared to 1 hour downstairs. So, all fun and games there. So as I say, got a plan now. Focus on the areas that, well, as I say, if I get married, I would have to carry the bride over the threshold. So lower back has to be worked for that. Arms, triceps, biceps, forearms have to be worked. If you're going to carry someone, your arms are where you're going to carry someone. So you need to strength there. Lower back, upper back, use with that. So I got to do that. Do some leg work. I walk a lot, and so I mean, at some point, as I've said before, I may try and work on the belly. I've not got much of a belly there, really, and it is still firm. It's not completely flabby, so it's not too bad. And looking at it from the point of view of the female will then have something to grab hold of, which should be nice. I'll leave it be. Or the wife, should I say. Right? But if the wife says she'd rather me slim down the area to be a bit more healthy in that way, then I'll work on it. Right? I will encourage her to be honest about it. So there you go. Anyway, right, you take care. God bless, and I will speak to you soon. I'll do a walk and talk probably tonight. Down the park. Not sure what I'm going to discuss. I myself need to listen to the one I did last night because I know as I was walking around, some of that was quite righteous anger-ish. So I knew as I was speaking that a lot of that was coming out. So I've got to listen to it myself. I've not listened to it yet. That'd be interesting. But you take care. God bless, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.